Hello and welcome to this in-gear video review of the Ford Kuga ST Line Edition. The Kuga is one of Ford's biggest selling cars in the UK, bettered only by the Fiesta Super Mini and Focus hatchback. In April of this year, the company shifted 14,000 examples, 6,000 fewer than the class-leading Nissan Qashqai. Now, that statistic is very impressive when you consider that the Kuga's successor is due in a few months' time, with it promising mild hybrid technology and a plug-in electric variant. So maybe now's the best time to think about buying a Kuga, given that the HP and PCP deals are really competitive. So what can you get for your money? Let's have a closer look. The Ford Kuga is a really nice looking SUV, and in ST Line Edition, Ford has tried to inject some sport into sports utility vehicle in a number of ways. First up, the company has fitted larger 19-inch alloy wheels, behind which are red brake calipers. Other styling tweaks include black mirror covers, a rear roof-mounted spoiler, and subtle badging on the flanks. Our test car is ruby red. Now that costs £850. It isn't cheap, but then again, good taste never is. When you get inside the Kuga, the first thing that strikes you is that there's no real uniformity to how the dash has been presented. There's a few lips higher up. Some of the buttons aren't the easiest to reach. Especially the sat-nav when you're on the move, making selections isn't the easiest. The system itself is Ford's latest Sync 3 setup. It isn't menu heavy and it's quite easy to navigate. And in the ST Line Edition, the screen doubles up to show pictures captured by the reversing camera. The resolution's really sharp and crisp, so you get a good idea of what's going on around you. Climb into the back of the Kuga and what you will find is a nice airy environment. It isn't class leading, but 3 adults should have enough leg, shoulder and knee room for most commutes. In the centre you have an armrest, and when it's not in use you have 2 extra cup holders. One drawback of the Kuga is the rear bench doesn't actually slide forwards and backwards as you'll find in some rivals, although the seats do recline forwards and backwards. Lifting the tailgate reveals a 456-litre load area in the Kuga. It isn't class leading. Rivals such as the Peugeot 3008 are bigger, but it should be suffice for most families' needs. Ford's renowned for building really nice driving cars, and the Kuga is no exception to the rule. Even with the stiffened suspension and larger 19-inch alloys on the ST Line Edition, it rides really well. Okay, on the worst surfaces you're going to notice it, but by and large it smooths over creases and imperfections really well. Another big bonus in the Kuga is that road noise and tyre roar are more or less non-existent, so it's a nice relaxing place to be for the family. So how does the Ford Kuga and the ST Line Edition shape up against its SUV rivals? It's a great looking car, it drives superbly, and it's really well equipped. It does lose some points though for practicality. Downsides, well, there aren't many, although the ST Line Edition is expensive and the petrol has proven quite expensive to run. If it was our money, we'd look at the titanium spec, which is more affordable, and consider a diesel engine over a petrol, given that it promises far superior fuel returns.